my mouth goes.
You're no
when
stranger?
I think of... No, I am not. Every year I end up doing it at least once. Because at least every winter I go, I'd like some hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I find it nearly impossible not to... Like, I associate hot chocolate with burning the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Because anytime you get it anywhere, it's scalding hot. And you're like, well, I've waited a minute or two. It's probably cooled off by now. But no, you gotta wait like 5 or 10 minutes. I feel like hot chocolate is hotter than coffee or soup or any beverage that you would get anywhere else. Would you call a soup a beverage?
No.
What about a cup of soup?
Still soup.
Fair enough.
So, it sounds like you all need to slow your act down a little bit. You're living in a world of emails, and you get everything when you want it. Just no waiting. No, go back to the time of good old fashioned, the snail mail that they call it now, or
snail mail.
Yes,
is that regular post?
Yeah,
the regular post. Yeah, we're not talking like
no more hyperlinks.
I don't trust the regular mail.
E-transfers.
Yeah.
Just go back to envelopes and parcels.
The Ravens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go get to carrier pigeons.
Oh yeah. What was I watching? The Nature of Things.
Oh, not the Nature of Thrones.
The Nature. They're very similar.
One's less treacherous.
The Game of Things.
David Suzuki on the Nature of Things. I think they may be running out of ideas. They decided 2016 was a good time to figure out how pigeons, go from one place to another. Or what they do is that they put little trackers on them. They at one point they glued these little magnets to their beaks because they were like, we think maybe these pigeons are using magnets to find their home.
So they fuck up with their sense of direction.
Yeah. Let's mess them up. They do that. Another one, they injected their nose with some sort of some chemical that blocks out their sense of smell to maybe mess them up that way. And then they show a little map of where they've been, and you see that one of them is just completely disoriented and having a horrible time. And it just seems like why are you doing this? Well, who cares?
Now, Matthew, imagine this.
Yeah.
Riddle me this, Matthew. If someone caught you, put a bag over your head, put you in a cage, a day later, it strapped a magnet to your head and just thrown you outside, would you find your way home?
What would the magnet have to do? As humans, we know that we don't have a natural north.
Don't we?
You can look at the stars and figure it out. Yeah. But we just don't have a natural sense of direction. So taping a magnet to his head, that's just for show.
Throw us off a little bit?
You think we'll just throw your weight off? So
no, just I don't know. Maybe your brain wouldn't be... All the synapses might not be firing properly. Or maybe it would just screw up your phone when you put it up to your head.
Yeah, maybe that's why I couldn't do it.
You drop them off with this.
That's why, you pull out your phone, you look at GPS on how to get home. Not working.
See, I don't
They've strapped a magnet to your head.
No, see, I'm using maps anyway. So
he also doesn't have the ability to fly.
But
that's a good high up there and look. Who needs a map when you can just get up there and look?
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. You can get from here to China just by flying straight up on an angle and then straight down on a slightly different angle.
I mean, it's still far. You understand?
You're free falling half that time, though.
You're not free falling because you're going at an angle. You're gliding downward. You still need to adjust your direction and speed.
Yeah, I really don't understand what you're saying.
Well, it's like,
I'm not agreeing with this.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm going to tell you this. Now, picture you're trying to jump. Can you jump 5 feet in length? That's actually pretty doable.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Can do that.
I think I could do that.
Can you jump 50 feet in length?
No.
But now if you jump off a building, a 100-story building, you can easily make that 100-foot.
Yeah, but what's going to happen to you?
Well,
I'll die.
You'll die, but because you can't fly. But if you jump and fly, then you've just. I feel like I'm losing my way here,
okay,
but you know what I mean.
But you're going to hit.
Yeah, but
going down, you're going to hit terminal velocity, which still isn't even that.
Not if I have wings, which is the case for a bird.
But then you're not going that fast.
Well, either way, man, these pigeons I've learned are smart.
You just go straight up in the air, float there until the day passes, and you come down in China.
Now that makes sense.
There we go.
Use an elevator
to come
that
underneath
just keeps you hovered up in the sky for half a day. Yeah. Elevate back down.
What if I just catch a ride on like the
Willy Wonka's magic elevator?
Well, no, the sun.
It's too far.
Well, I'm not going to catch right on the sun, but just catch it. There should be a place in between the horizon and space where I can just kind of wait for the Earth to turn around me.
I think that's where airplanes go the opposite way of the rotation of the Earth so that they can get to China faster. Because it goes like this. Well, yeah, when you go over the west, right?
You think, let's say from New York, they're going all the way around the world as opposed to flying over North America and the Pacific Ocean?
No, they're going to go west and then like come back around the other side because then you have to cross Europe, you have to cross like everything.
Yeah, but going east would be going opposite the directional spinning of the planet, right?
You guys in a real conversation.
Sun rises in the east, and sets in the west.
So it's coming like this.
So it's spinning.
Yeah. So when you fly, you go towards the opposite.
So flying direction. Westward would be faster.
Yeah, because you're going the opposite rotation of the Earth. We always go west.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Like sometimes you'll land in Vancouver, have a transfer, and then you keep going.
So if a pigeon has to go somewhere, magnets or no, go west.
I completely forgot what we're talking about. I really want to
talk about
what did
leaving
David
Janko
Suzuki
in the woods
teach us
with the magnets.
About penguins?
Penguins.
Man, I think what they determined was pigeons use a sense of smell until they see a sight that they like, and then they just fly to it. But then there's a whole second half of this. Pigeon fanciers. They're people that have that do like dog shows only with pigeons.
See, pigeon fancier to me sounds like not like they're pigeon trainers. It sounds like they're just fans. Like
they like fancy. They fancy a pigeon. Fancy a handsome pigeon.
Like, oh, quite a handsome pigeon you make. Put a hat on you. Make you my bride.
Look at its striped wing.
They raise some pretty gorgeous pigeons, though. Some of the really long legs are like human legs on a pigeon.
Oh,
that sounds scary.
Yeah.
Wow, it was. Everything about that place was kind of scary. It was a whole little farmhouse.
What were the people like that fancied pigeons?
They were strange. Some of them in suits, some of them missing all their teeth. The wide variety.
All walks of life, huh?
Yeah, that's what it takes.
In this world of pigeons.
So you're saying that we could become pigeon fanciers?
I think we're a little too late in the game. I think these people started off when they were very, very young.
You know, Matthew, they say it's never too late to learn a new... What do they say? It's never too late to learn a new thing? New language?
New anything, yeah.
Never too late to learn.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, I think.
Well, those are...
We're not animals, Matthew. That's the difference.
Opposite things.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Pigeons.
Well, before that.
Messages by birds.
Carrier pigeons.
Well, you did explain
That's still
to us.
Pigeons.
No, but you did explain to us how like a bird carrier works.
Yeah, how we were asking you earlier how messenger pigeons work, and you know.
You know, that's it. After you watch some David Suzuki talks about, you feel like you're an expert on that, and this is completely true. I feel like I'm an expert on pigeons now. Yeah, it's still a practice, apparently. Yeah. France, I think, still does it.
Really?
Yeah. I read that the Iroquois still do it, but no, the Algonquins. But it turned out it was Afghanistan, and that's still weird too.
But how do you get them to go where you want them to go?
Well, you take them from their home.
It just sounds like
to put it bluntly.
And you keep them in a cage.
It just sounds like bird napping.
And eventually you let them go, but you let them go with a little message. That's one way.
Then he just goes back.
And they're
home.
Naturally able because of the magnets in their head.
Well, they want
find their way home.
Yeah, they're determined. They want to get home to their families.
Do you think pigeons are like, oh, I miss my wife, I miss my kid, I long for that touch, and like when they get thrown out a window, they're like, finally, my release is here, and they go find their homes, and they find their loved ones, and they go coo, coo together, and they're very happy once again. So. Yeah. I feel like pigeons are like just such dumb creatures that they're just like, oh, I know this place, I made it back. There's seed, really I know smart, that seed. Though. Yeah? What are pigeons so smart about?
Oh no, you can train them.
I feel like I've been able to kick a pigeon. To get out of the way.
Especially in Europe, they're very, very. They just don't care.
Oh, you went to Europe, didn't you?
Yeah, you can. They just all around your feet. If you kick your foot out, you'll end up kicking one.
Don't you have a story about a monkey in Europe, Derek?
Yeah.
You want to tell us your monkey story?
We were in Gibraltar, which is like a British colony.
Okay.
On the southernmost point of Spain.
Okay.
And it's Gibraltar. Like, I think it's 29 kilometers from Morocco, like Africa.
Got it.
So there's actually like a cannon on the shore that they would use during the war and fire cannonballs into Morocco.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, that you can shoot at 30 kilometers. I thought it was pretty. But yeah, it's there. It's still there. The reason why we went was because Kevin Robitaille's grandfather, his battleship went down right there.
Did he get shot by the Gibraltars?
I don't know who it got sunk by, but he was one of 2 survivors on a battleship of, like, say, 2,000 people.
That's wild.
And the only reason he survived is because he traded shifts with somebody so he can watch a boxing match on the ship.
So how did that help him survive?
He was floating in the water for 2 days before the English found him, and they nursed him back to health.
But what does that have to do with the boxing match?
Well, he wasn't where he was supposed to be on the ship.
Oh.
And only 2 people survived.
Crazy.
So he was nursed back to health in the caves of Gibraltar, where there are monkeys.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Derek, you went to visit these monkeys.
Well, I went to visit Gibraltar.
To pay your respects.
I didn't know there was monkeys.
Oh, okay.
The monkeys were just
it was a bonus.
They're a bonus, yeah.
Who doesn't love monkeys?
It's... I don't know. Monkeys seem pretty mean.
They're thieves.
Yeah. Tricksters.
Well, they're smart.
The tricksters of the jungle.
If they were so smart, why are they living in caves?
Got a good point there.
These weren't very... I mean, they weren't very large monkeys. They were big, though. Big enough that they could hurt you if they wanted to.
So they're just intimidating people.
Well, they're pretty docile, these ones. They're so used to people.
How small are we talking? Could they beat you up?
An adult, yeah, it could claw your face off. An adult, I'd say, when it's just like sitting like that, maybe 1.5 feet off, like when it's just sitting down, like not walking around.
Okay. So like maybe a 2-foot thing.
Yeah, but it's pretty big. Monkeys are just strong, right?
How many monkeys do you think would really take to take you down?
Well, once they start clawing at my face, I'd probably...
Let's say you're all wearing boxing gloves.
And you got a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, monkeys included.
Can they use their teeth? That's the most scary thing.
The mouth guards and boxing gloves.
If I had to box one of these monkeys, I think I'd be okay.
How many do you think it would take to beat you?
I don't know. Depends if they work
together. They can walk on your body.
Yeah, but what if they like work like velociraptors and they like
use their feet?
Really use one another to trick me.
Oh yeah. Do you think they could?
I don't know.
You've spent more time with these monkeys than I have.
Yeah. Well, we did get attacked by one.
All right, so I'll let you tell your monkey story.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in the cage. We're doing this tour. We hadn't eaten breakfast because we had to be on this bus at like 6:30 in the morning, which is an ungodly hour for us. And we had
plus you're in Europe,
like you know those tubes with cookies, like those digestive cookies, like they're just chocolate and they're just like regular cookie, and they usually come in a plastic packaging.
I do not.
Okay, well it's like a ton of cookies. So we're eating that.
Digestive cookies?
Yeah, they're I don't know.
You have trouble pooping?
No. I don't know. It's just how I know them. All right. Whatever. It's just like a basic cookie. And we're eating this, and we're looking at postcards. And I turned, and one of the bigger monkeys was just running at us. Well, at us. But both Kevins didn't see this.
Okay. You're the only one who's attuned to
And I saw it coming, yeah. I'm like, that's a really big monkey. And then when I realized that it was actually coming for us, like my second time, there was a lot of panic in my voice when I said, that's a really big monkey. Then Robitaille, who was holding the cookies, turned around, and the monkey was on him. Before he realized what I was talking about.
So it could leap like a raptor.
It
as
jumped
well as
right onto
like
his chest, yeah, and swatted the package of cookies out of his hands.
It's a brave monkey.
And he just like dropped everything
out of fear.
Yeah,
shock.
And then he picked it up, picked up all the crumbs, ate them, and then ran away. And he stood maybe 35 feet away from us and ate the whole package while staring at us.
He give you the finger before he left?
No. So after that, we respected them a lot more.
I'd go back with poison cookies.
Oh, no, because they're really like small, cute ones. The babies were super curious.
Oh.
All shapes and sizes.
All right, you're more.
I was fond of the monkeys.
More humane than I. It would seem.
Well, so you guys weren't that upset about it stealing Kevin's cookies?
Well, we were because we were really hungry. But what are you going to do?
Was Kevin the most upset, and the other two of you were amused that it stole Kevin's cookies?
They were all of our cookies. It was our breakfast.
You all pitched.
So were you upset at Kevin for letting monkeys, damn dirty apes, steal your monkeys?
I would have let them do it too.
Steal his monkeys.
Steal his monkeys. Steal his cookies.
We all developed a respect for the monkeys after that. There's like some people were petting them. I'm like, I'm not petting that thing. Like there's a picture of us and we're all like leaning away from it. They didn't look like they didn't look impressed.
The fear and respect that goes with being a savage beast that could take your food or kill you.